everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my November favorites, which is absolutely crazy. I cannot believe it's December already, because now that it's December, it's going to be a new year soon, which just like blows my mind that it's almost 2017. Like, I can't believe 2016 is almost over. But with that being said, this video is going up a little late. I apologize. This month has completely snuck up on me, and I've been so crazy with work, with Black Friday, with just life. So sorry it's going up a little late. I hope y'all enjoy it anyways. And for my favorites, I want to start off with skincare. So my skincare item this month is actually makeup removing wipes, and these are the Rice Brightening Facial Cleansing Tissues from Skinfood. And the brand Skinfood actually contacted me and they asked me to try out some of their products, and I didn't know how I'd feel about it because I hadn't heard of the brand before, but I was like, sure, let's give it a go. And when I received the products and started using them, I found out that they were actually stored in Ulta locations. And this was the one product that I tried out that really stood out to me. These are, again, the facial cleansing tissues. So they're just like makeup removing cloths, but what's so amazing about them is that they're very, very soft, so you never feel like you're like tugging at your skin, and your skin doesn't feel the least bit irritated when you're finished using them. Sometimes when you use makeup removing wipes, your skin can feel kind of irritated. My skin's a little on the sensitive side, so it can get kind of red or inflamed, or a lot of times with cleansing cloths, you kind of have to like rub hard to where it's sort of irritating the skin and it's a little more aggressive than you generally would like to be. But these are super gentle. They're not aggressive at all. They're super soft, but they remove everything. They remove my makeup, my eye makeup really well, my face makeup. One cloth is enough to take everything off my face, and they don't smell bad. They don't burn my eyes. They're just really great cleansing cloths. And I feel like they're well saturated as well, because I hate when you have cleansing wipes that are like dry. It's like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do with this? And I never have that problem with these. And what's also amazing is you get 80 sheets in here. You get 80 cleansing cloths in here. And I think they're only like $5, I don't know, they're under $10. So they're really inexpensive. I'll link them down below. But I wasn't expecting to love these as much as I do. And Nicole from Young, Wild, and Polished has been talking about this on both Snapchat and her YouTube as well. And I absolutely love her. She has great product recommendations, and she loves this stuff too. So I'm glad that I'm not the only one. But I definitely think you guys should look into those because they're really inexpensive, and I think that they're awesome. Some cleansing wipes these days, like, they want an arm and a leg for 15 cleansing wipes, and I just don't understand it. All right, so let's move on to cosmetics. I have two brow products to share with y'all today, and these are the Benefit brow products. Now, Benefit launched these brow products, I want to say back in like the spring. It's been a little while, to be honest, since these have been launched, and I got them in gratis when I was at Sephora, but I just never opened them or used them yet because I get so many free pieces from PR and gratis and working in the beauty industry that sometimes things kind of sit for a minute because I don't like to have too many open products at once. Otherwise, things will go bad or they'll go rancid and I won't have the time to test them all out. So I was waiting to open these until after I finished up. I was using like Urban Decay and Anastasia, I think, but when I finished up whatever I was using, I started using these and I fell in love immediately. I was like, oh my goodness, why was I not using these? And I'd used these on clients before, like at work, and I did like them, but I never realized like how good they were until I started using them. And I honestly think that this brow pencil I prefer over the Anastasia Brow Wiz. And one of the reasons, okay, well, let's be honest, one of the reasons is packaging, because the packaging is fabulous. Not that that's like a reason to like buy one over the other, but what I specifically love about this specific brow pencil is that the ends are different. And that sounds like silly, not a big deal, but if you have a Brow Wiz or like the NYX brow pencil or whatever brow pencil you use, if it's the same on both sides, you know how annoying it is when you go to use your brow pencil and you open it up and it's not the brow pencil, it's the spoolie. Because honestly, there's a 50% chance that you'll get the right one, but I swear 80% of the time I open the wrong side. It's so annoying. But with that aside, I also really love the pencil, and the reason why I like this pencil is because you get that really skinny, fine tip that is really easy to work with, just like the Brow Wiz or a lot of other brow pencils on the market right now, but this one has a little bit more of a waxiness to it. And the reason why I like that is because it has a little bit more grip. It's a little more textured. So I think that it gives a more like bald effect of a brow, like on the tail, for example. A lot of people don't have as much hair out here. So using something with a little more texture, a little more thickness, makes it look slightly more natural and a little more full because it is adding that little tiny bit of texture. Now, it is a slight difference. It's not like night and day from from the Brow Wiz to this guy, but I do love this one, and I do feel like it holds the brow hairs better, and I've been really impressed with this formula and this color. So I am definitely on board with the brow product of Benefit. And then I also had this guy, which is the Eyebrow, and this is their pomade. Now, this is like very similar to the Dip Brow pomade from Anastasia. They call it their cream gel brow. And this one, the packaging is pretty cute on this one as well, but what's funny is it has a brush. And honestly, when I got this, I was like, I am not gonna use that little brush. That's gonna just end up in the trash. It's just decor, it's just in the way, it's a mess. I never thought that I would use it, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've used this brush and it's not bad. When I've been on the go and I packed this in my makeup bag, I've totally used the brush. So I guess I was overreacting on that. I do actually like that it has the brush. But with the brush aside, again, putting packaging aside, the actual product itself, I do really enjoy. I don't think I like it better than the Anastasia Dip Brow because I love the Dip Brow and I love how long wearing it is. I love the pigmentation. I love the Dip Brow. But this, I do really like as well. I think their colors are amazing. I think they're very natural looking colors. And I think that this is a great product for someone who wants a more bold brow or wants to use a pomade, but they have bad experiences with the Dip Brow, or the Dip Brow was like too extreme or it was too difficult to work with. It wasn't as user-friendly as they would like. I think you'd love this. I feel like I have to build it up a little more than I would like to just because I'm used to the Dip Brow, which is highly pigmented. But this is a lot more forgiving than the Dip Brow, and you get a very similar effect. And I think that their colors are really great too. I think their colors are very, very universal and very forgiving, but very natural. You get like, it looks like an eyebrow, you know what I mean? Some people you can tell, it looks like they use an eyeliner or something to draw on their brows. And I feel like this is a great color. I love these. I think Benefit did an amazing job. I think it was their biggest launch of the year, and I think they killed it. So I have two powders to share with y'all this month, which I don't feel like I'm a powder girl. I've definitely been more of a powder girl this year than years prior. That's been like my like new learning and artistry this year has been powders. And my skin has changed a little bit over time as well. I'm not as dry as I used to be, but both of these powders I absolutely love. Now, the first one I want to talk about is the Physicians Formula one. And this is their, what is this called? It's their mineral powder. It's the Mineral Wear Talc-Free Mineral Airbrush Pressed Powder. And this one is in the shade Beige. I think they only have two colors, which someone needs to like talk to Physician Formula. People like their products, but why do they not have more colors? I don't understand why all their foundations have like a light, medium, and dark. Like there are not 3 skin tones on the planet. Who's in charge of that? But anyway, I think Physicians Formula has great products. I just think they need to expand their color range. But this is their, basically their mineral powder foundation. And I have never had amazing experiences with powders from the drugstore. Now, setting powders, I've had fine experiences with, just translucent powders or the Coty Airspun Loose powder. I do really like that for baking. There's a CoverGirl one I like for baking. But as far as like a powder foundation, something to really give your skin coverage, to lock in foundation or to wear on its own, I have not had good experiences from the drugstore at all, like terrible experiences. And Tati from Glam Life Guru was talking about this, and I was like, okay, we'll give it a go. That girl is hard on products, and if she likes something, it's gonna be good. So I decided to pick it up, and I actually bought it in a set. The set came with a couple other products. It came with, so I went to go purchase my powder from Walmart, and the powder on its own was $12, or they had a kit with the blush, the bronzer, and the powder for $15. So I was like, for a few dollars more, I'm gonna get the kit. So I did get the bronzer and the blush as well, which I like, but they're not like favorites. I haven't played with them too much. They're good, they're worth a couple dollars more, but the main star of the show is definitely the powder. This has amazing coverage for a powder foundation. It's super creamy, it blends on the skin amazingly. It does not feel dry on the skin, because a lot of powder foundations, they do feel dry. The more you layer them, the more like thick and heavy and just very dry looking they look. They look unhealthy. They don't look flattering, or at least nearly as flattering as liquid foundations do, especially if you're not an oily skin type. And that I do not have a problem with this. It's so creamy, it's so smooth, it's really soft, it layers gorgeously. Ooh. It layers and builds very, very well. It builds coverage without looking too heavy. You don't want to go crazy because it will start to look thick. I wasn't expecting how much coverage came out of this because it's a powder, and generally I don't have good experience getting coverage from powders. But this I was so impressed with. I've been really, really loving it. I got mine in the color Beige, which is the darker one. They do have a lighter one as well. This doesn't work when I'm not self-tanned, but I have it on today, like over my liquid foundation. I don't wear this on its own. You could if you like a light coverage. I like full coverage, so I love using a powder foundation on top of a liquid foundation and a concealer and all that, just layered on the face. But I like using this on top because it gives a little bit more coverage. It sets everything, but it looks gorgeous. Honestly, the finish this has on the skin is amazing. I can't believe it's drugstore, and I'm in love with this powder. Like, I think I will continue to use this powder forever. I just really think they need more colors. Almost dropped it. I really think that they need more colors because this powder is so, so, so good. And the other powder that I've been loving is the Sephora Collection Powder Foundation, and it's called I think it's just like their matte powder foundation. It used to be in an older package. It used to be in like an oval shape, and then they redid it, and now it's in this packaging, which I actually really like. I think it's very sleek. It looks very similar to the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Powder Foundation, and then you just lift it up, and you've got your little sponge down there. I really enjoy this product. I think it's great for setting the face. It doesn't have quite as much coverage as the Physicians Formula one does, but I think it looks beautiful on the skin. It really helps your makeup to last a long time, and it sets the skin while giving a little bit of coverage so you feel a little more put together, but it doesn't get cakey, it doesn't get heavy. If you're already wearing a full coverage liquid foundation and you like the way everything looks, but you just want a touch more love and you just want something to really lock everything in, I think that this stuff is really amazing at that. And I really like the overall like finish and feel of it on the skin. It's not heavy, and it does help with longevity a lot, especially if you get shiny throughout the day. I think this is an amazing touch-up powder, and I think it's like $20. It's not expensive for a high-end powder, and it really does work very well. So the last powder that I have to talk about today is actually not a foundation powder. It's more of a setting powder. And this is the Ulta Beauty Pressed Setting Powder. I hauled this in an Ulta haul a little while ago, so I'll link it down below if you guys would like to see the entire haul. But this is just a very yellow setting powder. And I wanted this because I really like the banana powders that are in my contour kits. But I find myself going to those contour kits just to use like that one setting powder sometimes because I like the yellow powder so much. So I decided I wanted to pick one up that was just the banana powder. And I heard very mixed feelings about this, either like from comments in my videos or reading reviews online or talking to other people. A lot of people don't like this because it's super duper yellow. And it is very yellow. Like, it swatches, it's yellow. So I can understand it being like too much, but I love that I can just take a powder brush, lightly tap it in, put it underneath the eyes or anywhere that I want to brighten. I like to use it on my T-zone as well. You do need to be careful because you can be yellow if you use too much, but a little bit goes a long way. Just tap a little in there and it really helps to brighten. And I like the formula of this. I like the consistency of it. It doesn't crease on my skin. It feels really lightweight. It's very like thin. Like the powder feels very blended. It doesn't feel thick or chalky or heavy, so I like that. And I think it does a great job. If you want just a banana powder on its own, you're not looking to invest in anything crazy, I do really like this one, but I think you need to be careful with it because I've heard people say that it makes them yellow, which I totally understand. You have to be the right skin tone and you have to use a brush and you have to be careful, but I do really like it. This next favorite is probably my favorite of the month. I really love this product, and I was waiting to get this. The date came out, I set my calendar, set my alarm. I was gonna get up and order it because I really wanted it. And this is the Morphe and Kathleen Lights eyeshadow palette. Now, this is the only eyeshadow palette I used today on my eyes, so if you like the eye look that I have going on, everything was out of here. And I only have one other Morphe palette. I have a lot of the Morphe singles, but my other Morphe palette that I have is the Jaclyn Hill favorites, and I love that palette. So when I heard Kathleen Lights is coming out with her favorite palette, I was so on board with that. And this is what it looks like. It is sold out, but I think she's working on coming out with it again maybe, but it's absolutely amazing. The colors in here are so up my alley. I love the way they go together. I'm wearing a ton of the eyeshadows on my eyes today, and this look is like, I just love this look. This is the look that I would definitely wear all fall long. And I think it's just such a great palette. The colors blend very well. They're very pigmented. They're really easy to work with. They work well with a brush or with your fingers. And I've just been super impressed with this color selection and with the shadow quality in general. Today I'm wearing a lot of them. I'm wearing this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. And I'm wearing this one, this one, this one and this one. So I'm wearing a lot of these eyeshadows right now, but I think there's great transition shades, great lid shades. These colors are gorgeous. They're super pigmented, and this palette was only like $15. I think Kathleen Lights did an amazing job, and I'm so happy that I got this palette. And I actually have a tutorial right now featuring this palette as well. So I'll link that tutorial down below. It's my Thanksgiving makeup tutorial. All right, and my last two favorites this month are both hair favorites. We'll start with the boring one first. This one is so random and probably stupid, but this is a scrunchie. And I have not used a scrunchie since I was probably like 7 years old. And when I heard, I think Tati from Glam Life Guru, that girl's taught me a lot. I think she said in like one of her tip videos is use a scrunchie if your hair gets knotted or kinked a lot. And I was like, okay, well, I never even thought of that because these are like an 80s, 90s trend that I feel like no one does anymore. But I went to my Walmart, I picked up some scrunchies, and I've been using them for a couple months nonstop. I love that these hold your hair, but they're not, I mean, they're not gonna be like a super tight hold because it is a scrunchie, it has fabric, so it's not like a really tight hold like a traditional hair tie would be, but it holds my hair enough that I can pull it out of the way if I'm like cleaning or doing my makeup or if I'm at the gym, and it doesn't leave a kink in my hair, so that's perfect because I was honestly not going to the gym in some situations because I was like, oh great, then I'm gonna have to wash my hair and it's gonna get all kinked and I'm gonna have to like redo my hair. I'm not gonna have a good hair day tomorrow if I go to the gym today, so I just won't go to the gym, which is like the worst excuse ever, but I totally did it. And now I don't have to. I can go to the gym because I have my scrunchie. And I love that this is just enough to hold your hair. It doesn't look like super cute in your hair or anything, but it totally prevents kinks. And I thought I would mention it to y'all because I had no idea that scrunchies prevented kinks. And I feel like it should be a PSA. Scrunchies prevent kinks. And everyone should use scrunchies. They're not the cutest thing in the world, but I don't want any shaming on my scrunchie. No scrunchie shaming. And then the last favorite of this video is a dry shampoo. This is the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo. And I had heard amazing things about this over and over and over again. And I actually hauled this in my Sephora haul, which I'll link down below as well if you guys would like to see it. And in my haul, I talked about how this is one of the most raved about dry shampoos that I've ever heard of, yet I've never tried it. So I decided I wanted to try it, and I've been using it. And honestly, this is amazing. My hair actually feels clean when I use it. After I spray it in my roots, my hair doesn't feel textured. I can't feel that there's anything in my hair. It feels very like silky and clean, but it's actually 4 days old. Like my hair is not clean, but this actually makes it feel very, very soft, very voluptuous, and it takes away all the oil, and it smells great. So this is an awesome dry shampoo. I've only been using it a couple weeks. I'm worried it's gonna run out soon because I've been using it a lot and I really, really like it, and it's kind of expensive. So I hope a little goes a long way. I'm not sure because I haven't ran out yet, but it does make my hair feel absolutely amazing. It honestly feels clean. It honestly feels like so soft. It feels so like fresh. It feels very fresh when it's not fresh because I have this awesome product. So I love this stuff. I can't believe it took me so long to love it and find it, but it's good stuff. All right, y'all, well, that's it for my November favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be sure to leave all of the products that I mentioned in today's favorites in the description box below. So if you'd like to see a full list of everything that I used today, definitely check that out, and I will leave references down below. And I will also have my social media links down there too. So if you guys want to find me on Instagram or Snapchat or Twitter, I would love to see y'all over there too. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and of course, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I really appreciate all of your support, and I would love to see you in my next video. Thanks, guys. Bye. Mwah!